Hello humans, welcome back to another video, and I didn't get bored again. So I translated all of FNF lore a bunch of times using Google Translate, and this is the result.
Week 1. The boy looked at the girl's father. Petrov person, click show on your first visit. A dark tree surrounds the station. Red and white woods. The white log has some stone floors and white walls. This is a good first step. When the car hits something, the player must press the V button. The first is a dialogue. Day 1, Chapter 3, Enemy Name Race 2, Recipe Version .021. Last week before update, the game is the only story of the first day the game. It was Miss Tankman covers it in this week's Sports Column A, randomized field trial from Day 1. Opponents. The boy flew to the moon. I love it. Welcome to the girl's house. Dark earth and moon in a cage. The stairs are on the right. There is a large window on the wall that covers the floor. From the window, you can see the moon through the leaves, clouds, and trees. Positive results. Sometimes there are storms. Afterwards, the sky cleared and the light in the room did not change much. Sometimes both men and women are afraid. This applies to all companies. Trivia. 2 terrible friends with skates and bombs on Halloween. Second day short and 7 days. I have 2 photos. No new photos this week. This is the 3rd match in 2 weeks. Fans can play as giants and monsters. You can find this code in the start menu. It only downloads and combines Halloween themes from the main server, but does not play unknown music. But he played 7 days. New graphics and maps have been added to the game. Add a kawaii sprite. This animal is a real animal, but the first method takes 2 weeks or more. Overview. They met at a traffic school. The goal day 3. 2 red towers rise at night from the new government building behind the station. He appeared through the window. It is the human intellect. Sometimes it goes to right. We joined the company and put all the music together. Day 3 of Enemies 2, Day 1, and Day 3 of Parents. In this week's announcement, Arcade Fanto decided to open a kiosk in front of the Shinsekai company. The Word from Heaven. The Flash. New Space was created by Tom Phillips and Dan Padlin from the original Aliens. It's just a character. This weekend, the game was called Philadelphia, after the capital of Pennsylvania is Philadelphia. The list below it has the same dates for New World and Philadelphia, but if you're wondering which office building you're paying attention to this week, it's located north of Glenside near Philadelphia. A world within world, like Phantom Arcade during the weekend in a day, 2 days a week. Deadline the NDA was issued on the 7th March last year. In 2021, Kawi Waria Dag 3 released a remix of Travis Scott's Pico Status on YouTube and SoundCloud, adapted from Source 4. It begins on the 3rd day and ends on the 1st. This image, which comes 3 days before the release of Phantom Arcade, shows the game's characters in red. The previous photo will not show the final photo. Whoa, really? No Inception? Week 4. The boy meets the girl's mother. Pop singer Majask Mastio. 5. Car. If the sun moves to the left side of the road, the second man is black, neatly dressed, wearing a black shirt, white pants, and a white robe. Comma. Added black pages. Farming can be done multiple times. I saw another servant outside the window. The beautiful girl got out of the car and ran in front of the house. Mixed results. This mother and son are sitting in the middle of the car. Applies to all songs. In the last song, the dancers changed the drum according to the melody of the song. Unlisted games from week 4. Assassination and Ninjoi Fin 99 in Phantom Arcade. There should be fireplaces in the back of the limousine. However, it was omitted to reduce development time. I hope Phantom Arcade uses this feature again in the future. New 0.26 Grandpa, Grandma, and Mom don't care, but they haven't cried since Grandpa arrived. Employees are evaluated weekly for not putting in enough effort to achieve these other outcomes. Before this project, Anna Marist had no bad habits. in the 1980s. He used violins sizes 8 and 4, 2 soperanos, and 2 soloists, as in the 1980s pop rock song Mother G. Overview. What is this? The woman is the woman. Wait, no, that's not right. What is this? The man is the woman's parents. The child's mother and the child's female parents saw a scary animal and an unknown orange creature. Different on the 5th day, the center of the building is decorated with a large Christmas tree that lights up at night. The place is covered with snow. Many musicians sing in Israel or at another level. In the 3rd, Grandpa, the landscape is beautifully decorated with red lights and Christmas trees in red and snow. I mean, they're not wrong. They're not wrong. They appeared several times in the first 2 episodes of Season 5. Almost all of them with New Earth pictured from left to right. Located on the 1st floor. Darnell, translated by Darnell Maine. Unatan, collection of butterflies. Jason, Chris and Stan, Night Night. Another house recreation, high school. Yes, with the exception of Garu Chan Paradise Network drama. Happy birthday, good advice. Bad online games who are healthy Chris and Jack from Psychic Peeblaze / Hellbender. A handsome man, born Aries. Church and smelly skin, Henry Stickmin. History of Henry Stickmin. Skudvard. Signature Vardska 2 Pink Friday Night Hatsune Miku Recording Studio / Paya Pro Day 5 Day 1 Change your calendar. Look at your opponent. Change the output format. Use other types of music. Take advantage of your competitors. Patch Day 5.208 or 0.28 is the first patch released by Sprite, like Winter Horo Land, released with Bassett Film. MSG STR Salad and by Tommy Potato plus Potato. Evil Skater is another game. Outlock, it was the first game with an old friend. For some reason, the concept of software is not used in many areas of business. B, infinite mixed up games like Skater Sale, KB Store, and Ninja Muffins. There are 2 small pieces of paper, one with Blade of Fire written on it, and the other with Ninja Fan 99's picture on it. What? Actor Santa Cupcake Ninja 99 announced his death this week. 5 days later, Santa's body was found in a grocery store. Homeless then Buskshi meets the demon who portrayed their beloved father. Seam War is an old video game played by women. Saturday is still school. The area is connected to the school by an amphitheater with a large bell tower and a water tower. Cherry leaves become fruits. Japan in blue looks at the Cold War rapper. Things changed a bit in the second half. His face turned pale. In the 3rd year, the surroundings of the school were also black. The cherries are gone and broken. And the girl also disappeared in the night. Time to fix schools and broken roads. Destroy, 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 destroy. Used for special effects. This week, boys and girls will learn about pixel art, frames, text, arrows, colors, and more. Doing a symbol appears. Game page, he also changed the music and vocals to fit Split Bones specifications. Listening to the music is great. Listening to the music is like a tree. Trivia. This week's theme is Getting to Know Your Sims. The game's weekly title is called a website, and many social media programs have a website and the name to create new versions. Malling created this week's 6-pixel image to match this week's theme Day 6 2016 pixel. Day 6 players Week 6 new official Twitter account Week 6. Week 1 use artwork like pixel art, adjust loop size such as pivot points and loops. The title's color value has been changed. The right arrow has changed from red to yellow. Each song is accompanied by a pre-battle song talk to each other. Make your own changes. When you wear anything, people open their eyes to every song. Ready? Let's go. group discussion before the music. That's what he said. Cantonese titles and videos are released almost every week before the game is released, because there is a new picture in the game 6 years. When the player presses the R key on the keyboard in story mode, stop playing it immediately. The scene and music will stop. Bones will break if you play. The song will not play. Version 0.2.8 fixed the simulation where the game crashed and the player had to restart a game. This affected Thorn's appearance. But version 0.2.8 for the old man laminating his death fixed the problem. You can leave the game and still hear the wolf howl. A player can try to play again even if the field is empty. There is a feature where for players to press the buttons too fast, start and end problems like in version 0.2.7.1. Like the other two songs from week 6, Thorny played instead of pixelated lyrics and puzzle-filled still images. Not all weapons are good for competition this week, not just family members over 6 weeks. The 5th week is February 20th. The 6th day was released on February 19th. When a player crosses the +10 mark, the priest gets a little weepy due to the lack of competition. Senpai Story features a dual mode controller and a PlayStation style controller. The girl behind Big and Rose is called BG Freaks. The next game should be harder than the previous one. And. Day 6, day 6, day 6, day 3, day 3, day 1, day 1, day 2, day 2, day 2, day 2, day 2, day 5. Day according to a tweet from Phantom Arcade. The highlight of week 6 is the celebration of Takimaki's birthday in 1994 in Japan. Pixel has kid characters, but this week's song is silly and pointless. So this gentleman isn't in the game. He's listed in the mauling car files and can be downloaded via Gumroad. Fixed a small bug for non-image pixels that use Key 9. The only way to out is to get in and out. The original idea for weekday 6 was a Dragon Quest type game, and then I decided to change it to a romance. Overview for week 7. But it is a look at the Carpet Chairman Day 7. This battle took place on a dirt battlefield surrounded by mud bricks. Soon we will see mountains and buildings destroyed by war. Debris flew into the air and hit Steve in the driver's side window. Sometimes enemies come from behind. You can see the Vietnamese cathedral in the distance. Both boats won gold medals. Some lakes are like wrestling. On the 3rd, he lost 2 large tanks and died in the battle with Pike. He died on the way. And the future, the girl sings the first 2 songs. And he is a poet. After the song ended, Beacon used his microphone to address the crowd. On the way, open the chest and unlock your weapon. He took the child. When the player of the week disagrees, Tankman starts the show with a video of a happy girl saying the word play to her friend's secretary. Good interview, list of vehicles that cannot be recycled. Trivia. A week later, when workers tried to enter the building, the ornamental tree was uprooted. 1821 results. Online sales for 1821 began on April 18th and are suspended for 2 weeks until the server is switched over. Spend 7 nights at the new campsite and enjoy a free night at the new function club. But just days after the announcement, NinjaFin 99 released 7 new weekly ads. Or the first Google search for Friday Night Funkin. Some pages load very fast in the past. Loading pages. NinjaFan released on April 22nd. This patch 99 and the guide changes every 7 days after July 2nd, 2021. Download the latest version. Then, on June 22nd, 2021, the new zone will become a Google search engine. Ninja Muffin 99 said, sale and power built into 7 days. Accurate and useful information. There, think. Request that the document be removed from the original source. The code was released on GitHub on January 31. Available in 7 days. Ryan's dinner was introduced by NinjaFin in 99 with a Rain's GIF. Day 7 is the 3rd day of the tournament. 2-night stay at Alaska bar. At the first player changes gears. This is the first sound played on the device. Pico is the enemy of the second world and the first world. What about the third world? Read this section for more information. I was a stranger for 3 weeks. Video 1 and this mod is the third stage of Enemy Train. Chapter 5 tells of the battle that took place before our friend went to the car. Cupid, of course, does not. Now, until then, business will go on. Party will go on. Sometimes you just know what you want, Tank said in the first episode of the game. Behind the wall, our car hit the stone wall in front of us and overturned slightly. I played on the first day. Piano. I want to play the piano. Can I play the piano like a blind child? I hope you like the site. I don't belong here, Hotfake. Inspired the Kickstarter trailer. It's the new manager's first 3 weeks. As Phantom Arcade and Newgrounds tweeted, zombie carts are bad. Do not use the results. Jonathan said he doesn't use Twitter. He had not attended a boxing class for 7 weeks. He said he was crazy. Halo Phantom Episode what is that? Episode 7 will be released on May 3rd, 2022. 2 of the company's most controversial films. Bacon gets into an argument with a friend before the 2 cars collide. This is not a link. That isn't a hypertext link or anything. It's just text. It's plain text. Well, this should be about it for this video. If this video gets like, I don't know, 25 likes, I'll make more FNF lore poorly translated, because it doesn't seem like it would, but this takes ages to translate all of it. And also, so we can get to that like goal, anyone who agrees that zombie carts are bad should like this video. It is. If you don't hate zombie carts, I don't know what's wrong with you. Bye.